This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi, Chef KD, and Lindsay Anderson. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy, Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance. DEMCO, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. Veterans Help Foundation. Relief Windows. Experience. Quality Service. Catering Cajun. Creative catering from casual to corporate. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Superior Bait and Tackle on Seagan Lane, and it's here.
It's here. Yeah, he's camoed. You know what that means.
It's here. Dove season is here. 2 weeks away from teal season. It's here. Them bow hunters are all getting ready right now. They're stringing bows. They're doing everything.
Food plots. Everything's going on.
Oh, it's everything.
Hey, he's Gary Risponi. I'm KD. And, man, look, from riding the bulls to some great news from people bass fishing, inshore fishing. There's just a bunch going on.
Yeah, Sackley is a little slow, but finally got a good report. But I got to show you. You know, you always mess with me. Don't fool with that. Jake down the reach will hurt you. But look, this right here, Outdoor Express, my one little stop I make all the way down the Grand Isle in that area. And look, do you have that? Miss Jessica. Miss Jessie, thank you. I said, how much you want for that pelican? She said, yeah, that's your mascot? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, take this. He said, let me give you another one. Look, this one's heavy. It's supposed to be bronze, but it looked like it's painted. But isn't it beautiful? She gave me.
Can I tell you something? When I first saw him, you think he dances with his jitterbug music? He's like, the pelican, the pelican. You know the pelicans do that? But look.
Yes, that's beautiful. It's going to go in my camp.
Whoop, they went to Matrix Shed, too.
We'll get them later. But look, I run into Jake Downreach, his son fishing, riding the bull. Jake Downreach had been wrapping baits, painting baits, bass fisherman. He was king fishing in Big Up, I don't know how many years. And his cousin Rick Capo, I was with him that week. We started reminiscing. He pulled these out. He had them just for me.
Oh.
He been doing it. Look,
y'all ready?
All the different colors you see. But these was the two. He wanted me to tell the difference in these two shiner baits. One of them, he says, is a live minnow, and because the white is on the difference, like when they turn over.
Like one's this way and one's that way.
Dead minnow.
Right.
So that's it.
Hey,
Thank
and
you,
this is just
Jake.
the intro. It's almost time to close. We're going to be right back. Y'all stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more Paradise, Louisiana. Voted Best of Louisiana Outdoors 3 years in a row.
Benny's Unlimited Wash Club memberships start at $14.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club at one of Benny's 7 locations.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at O'Lynn's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. O'Lynn's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
Fish like a fanatic with the latest generation of Revo. Built on corrosion resistance and comfort. World-class adventure awaits with Revo. Abu Garcia for life.
My neighbor Tony, he looked at me and said, man, you're crazy. You're about to leave out in this weather. And I said, sir, I have a tag fish to go catch.
I won this beautiful boat catching a tag redfish in Venice, Louisiana.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
Well, Gary, you know, Danny and Kristen Ray had a dream 9 years ago. They're going to do this Ride the Bull, this kayak fishing tournament. First year, 35 boats. Pretty good little start to a dream. Year number 9 this year, 628. Unbelievable. And it gets really interesting. 2 brother-in-laws in tandem kayaks. This sounds like reality TV. And it actually, if you see some of this footage, looks like reality TV. Ricky Smith wins it, 33.3. Dustin Adams, his brother-in-law, 31.7. 628 kayaks out there. To me, that sounds like just mass confusion. But Gary, you were there. How was it?
I was there. The night before, the big crowd, they had the #1 rig kayaks. Miss Brandon won it with her Tiger. Ivy Harris come in second. He won it last year. 2 outstanding boats. I got a little interview with them. Y'all talk to them. But you know, the crowd was just getting bigger and bigger. You had to park, but they had all kind of places. Brookside would have been a perfect place. You know, they broke, it's a world record. And Tim, I mean, one year there was 740 something. So it's just amazing. Remember last year the hurricane was on, everybody thought it wasn't gonna do it. Caught a lot of fish. This year at one time, I don't know, middle of the day, they had already had 80 redfish. But what was really exciting to me, and to give a shout out to Buggy and all the volunteers, but you know, Brookside Marina, was the way the volunteers, people from the wildlife and fisheries, a lot of the chase boats, there were people, CCA chapters from around the state that were there. The president was there. You know what I'm talking about, David Cresson.
Oh, not Donald Trump. Not Donald Trump?
No, we didn't want him there anyway. But I'm going to tell you what, it was just amazing to see them. And Rad, he just outstanding. He set it up.
And look, our own Chris Lacombe was out there on the chase boat with Rad.
But not only on the chase boat, he was everywhere. Chris is everywhere. He's been doing this from now. He's an expert in that. I had my camera, and I don't know how much I'm going to get fussed at for being there. But how smooth it run. When them boats would come in, all of a sudden they getting in line. They get there, Troy Moran, the Waymaster, and all those other crews.
They just get them in and out.
Well, you get me tongue-tied right now, but Vicky Holmes and her crew and all the ladies there, it was just amazing to watch them work and how efficient. Just in and out. People were standing there from all over the country, and they were wondering. My big excitement was to see my favorite coach, the #1 coach in America, Miss Dee Bro. She was in her kayak again. Last year something happened, she didn't go. We got her on the water. I saw her going out. I tried to holler at her, but she was all business. We got out there. And well,
I'll tell you what, let's join the rodeo starting off with Dee Dee.
Wait, I got one more thing. I'll show you my luck changed. The first time I got by a boat catching a fish, he caught one, and I'm talking about Ivy Harris. So I got all this, but one time I was in a boat, I got all this.
No clouds.
You can see the rest. This is only got a little bit. You know, tell him what Chris has got. So this is Ride the Bull, #9. Miss Brandon, tell me that first name again.
Tanya.
Tanya Brandon. They had a kayak competition on the best rig. I understand that this is the first year for that?
Second year.
Second year for this. All right. Now, I was talking to Ivy and I was taking pictures of y'all when it was daylight. Beautiful. They just announced the winners. You run up.
Yep.
Would y'all come close to winning last year?
Well, I actually defended my title this year, and I give it up to Miss Tanya with a very excellent, amazing.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. She 2 years in a row. she smoked it.
You told me earlier you are originally St. Stanislaus?
I am. St. Stanislaus, St. Louis.
There you go. Well, kind of tell us a little history about the kayak. Kind of tell us a little bit what it took to dust that boat up.
Well, it took 4 years of being interested in actually kayaking. And every year that I have been kayaking, I find some little sweet things that I wanted to add to it just to make it a little more convenient and make my fishing a little more sweeter. So actually everything that I have is mainly came from backpackers. I've had Brock do my installations on it. And now I've got my lights and a whole brand new rig, and everything in there has a purpose. And it's very convenient, and anybody that would...
Maybe I'll get to ride it one day, but
there you go.
You've been there. How many years you been coming to ride the bull?
This is my 4th ride the bull. So 4th ride the bull, my 2nd Tip My Yak contest. I mean, I couldn't have lost to a better kayak.
Last year the hurricane run me away, so I didn't get to see this, and usually this night we got the movie review, you know, with the GoPros. So this is something different. Drew a big crowd. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Tell me back. When I'm gonna get my ride?
Whenever you want.
Okay,
you just name the date and time.
That's it.
CCA and coastal awareness and being a great Louisiana citizen, and you know we're out here. It's luck. You know the redfish hopefully are going to come in with a high tide, and a lot of people will catch a lot of fish.
Well, what about gymnastics coming up this year? You've been in the top 4 for so many years.
Well, we won the SEC 2 years in a row, and we've got a really good team coming back, and talented freshmen, so you know we feel like we've got as good a chance as anybody. It's all about staying healthy and good timing.
You're so competitive.
Yeah,
everything you do, I've been knowing you since you was teaching at Brett.
That's a long time. That's more than 40 years, Gary. But yeah, I'm competitive, and I enjoy fishing and the relaxation of being down at Grand Isle.
Well, thanks to Captain Gunner here, we're gonna get out of your way and let you fish, but we're gonna keep you on camera. Watch it, man. You got it. Make sure you hit down.
Got it.
Hit down. Let it go.
Thanks, Junior.
What you caught him on, Ivy?
Oh, I got him on the cut mullet, brother, cut mullet.
Excited, you got to be happy.
It's great. We got a ton of people out here today catching lots of nice fish, tagging them, releasing them back for a future day. So wonderful to be out here.
Well-oiled machine, man. I'm telling you, they're coming in like crazy.
We've got a great group of volunteers, great staff, wonderful local folks to help us put this together, people from all over the country. So quite a day.
And it hasn't failed us yet. We've brought a fish in every year. Instead of using a piece of lead weight at the bottom, we take a 1.5 ounce super trap and we use that as our sink weight, add a little sound and noise to it, differentiates our setup from the rest of the crowd out there, and then put a little piece of cracked crab up top. So you got the stink and you got the sound, and it hasn't let us down yet. Every year we bring a fish in doing that.
Great. Got a late start today.
Yeah, well, you know what? We do that every year. We do that every year. About noon today, it'll be good.
Fish are everywhere. Everybody's having a blast. Perfect weather. Let's ride the bull 9.
First place goes to Ricky Smith with 33.3 pounds.
So we're sitting in a Pro Angler 17. We've been talking about this for months. You know, you said we're gonna place first and second. It's been for months we've been talking about this. So we finally rented a PA 17 from Pack and Paddle, and went out together, got hooked up together, fought the fish together, and that was just awesome.
He hooked up, bro, and I said, I seen my line going out, bro, and I said, man, brother got tangled up in my line, he's about to be pissed. So I started reeling in my line, bro. I said, oh, wait, brother, we hooked up, bro. We got it. Bro, we fought it to the end, bro.
Hey, we've been fishing together for years, as you watch the show, but I got my captain's license. I'm ready to take you out to share the kind of experience that I grew up with my family having. Give me a holler, chefkd.com. Don't tell nobody, but we gonna cook and eat pretty good on board. See you soon.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right?
You ever come to Louisiana?
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
DEMCO, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave in crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. It's news time. Before we get into some of the current stuff we're getting from the Wildlife and Fisheries, a week and a half ago, Mr. Walter Leftwich and Miss Bobby Leftwich were given the Joe Herring Lifetime Achievement Award for the East Ascension Sportsman's League. He started serving in the position of president. He's been serving since 1956. Gary, that is just unbelievable to serve and the heart that they've had. So here's just a little quick snippet of them being honored. Mr. Walter, your #1 trophy in life is Miss Bobby. Check this out.
I can't tell KD, I'm afraid he's going to put it on in the press and on his show, so we can't tell you where we're catching the fish.
But there's one fish in particular you said was your best catch.
Well, that's this one.
Prompting you here to get you out the doghouse.
I want to, it's very, very, I feel very good about this award and this club. When I talk about it, you kept reading the things that I did, but I'm going to tell you all this. The East Ascension Sportsman League, our memberships, even in those early years, we had workers that really worked and was really, they understood what was happening even back in the early 60s, late 50s, what was happening to our habitat. And of course, one of the things that they were workers. We had, once I got started I want to mention this to you. When I I was a member of the Sportsman League, and I was coming to meetings, and Bob and I were going, but they asked me to run. The board of directors wanted me to run for the board, run for the president of the Sportsman League. And I said, there's no way I can run for president. I said, I'd like to serve on the board. And they wouldn't let me serve on the board unless I ran for president. But anyway, the first, that's where I started as an officer of this club, as president. And it was a hard core to get started, but one of the things I did is when we appointed committees, all I did is, in the basis of I was one person in the club, we needed to get everybody involved. So we got somebody come up with an idea. I said, that's good. I think that's a great idea. I'd like to appoint you as chairman and get a group together and let's research it. So this started happening. But anyway, you mentioned about there was, Jody came by the other day, and it was a very good, come by to interview us, get some information and all this, and reminiscing over the years of what happened and what took place. You know, you start thinking about it, and there were some great times and fun times when we were talking the other day, and also there were some, bad times. Everything didn't go good, and everything wasn't easy. But Jody, that day, I was very happy. So, one of the things too, I'd like to say this, that Jody spends a lot of time with this club. She does a great job, and Warren, her husband. Those are two people that I've noticed. As y'all know, I don't do a lot, Bobby and I either, in the club anymore. We come to the meetings, and we back everything that we do, and we don't spend a lot of time as far as committees and stuff like this. But I observe, and one of the things I observe is how well in what they do. So it's great to be associated still with some of the great people in this parish and that dedicate their time. One thing I always said, what I wanted to do in life. Excuse me. Back when I was younger, I wouldn't have done that. But one of the things that I said in life, what I wanted to do was try to put something back that I take out. So in my lifetime, and one of the things that's been, there's no way that even mentioning how much that Bobby done for conservation. She has really done tremendous and been a stellar by me. And did you have something, Bobby, you'd like to say?
Not on film.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we also got some really good information after this a fantastic award, is the duck creels. Do you say creels? Duck inventory? I don't know what they're called. You're the duck hunter. But anyway, they're showing this year, even with all the freezes, duck numbers are down a little bit, except for the widgeon, they're up. But comparison to years gone by, life is still good. We don't know how many of them going to make it to South Louisiana, but we hope a bunch.
Always counting on cold fronts, counting on tide conditions. Where I hunt down in Delacroix, it's all about tides too. But yeah, it's encouraging to see like where we are right now.
And look, they passing out some cigars because we got some little babies to deal with.
Boy, you're talking about the chicks, the whooping cranes. This is really, really, really big news, and really a pat on back to all the agencies that are involved in there. They got a list of the name of the agencies, we can't name it. But naturally, Wildlife and Fisheries and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, all of them that are involved in them, the Louisiana Wildlife Foundation always contributed. There's so many of them, I don't want to mention them. I'm going to get tongue-tied and I ain't going to do it. Now, we also got some other news. We got some news that need to be aware of. Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries is scheduling a drawdown on Brunswick Lake and Beauregard Parish. This is aquatic vegetation control bottom settlement, and everything is this as far as the habitat. Main thing is vegetation control. They also got a drawdown coming in one of our most popular lakes around, Lake Bruin. They're going to lower it to pool stage to 7 foot below foot stage. They got a controlled construction going to be closed the week of January 14, 2019, to allow water levels to return to normal. The drawdown Lake Bruin is for repairs on docks and landings and caves.
That starts next week on the 3rd of September, so
that's it.
it's
so
right around the corner.
That.
You know, another thing to mention, we have so many groups that do so many great things. Anything outdoors just has this heart. They're going to be having an event in Santa Monica, and they basically, you know, Jacob Heath and them, they've raised over $50,000 for people they just didn't know where to turn.
Well,
and
they had their personal kids, and all of them from St. Jude's and bone marrow transplant, everything that they've done.
Well, they had a second annual, September 15th at KC Hall. Anything outdoors, if you go online, you can check it out. Jacob Heath and them will be doing it.
You call Jacob Heath, you can check them out. You go to their website. If you want to donate, you want to get involved, just call them. We'll be at one of these events, I promise you.
Ryan Lambert has been really working with the Coastal Connections and trying to get people aware. This is open to the public, but there's a limited amount of people that can go, and you have to pre-register. But the pre-register deadline is September 6th, and it's going to be down at the Cajun Fishing Adventures Lodge, right down there in Buras. And it's going to be a program of discussions, opening presentation, boat tours, you know, presentation at the end, closing remarks, and hey, when you're down at Ron's, you eat good. So.
Well, I'm going to tell you another thing about Ron. He's been inviting everybody to come over there. He's had people that have been directly opposed to the diversion and bring them there. They don't change their mind all the way, but they're looking into it. They're still trying to find the best, what's the most scientific way to do it. It's getting to be pretty close right now that this is going to be a done deal.
You know, you're the one, Gary's always one to tell you, say, no, look, before you hear one side make a decision, listen to both sides. And, you know, that's a good point, because everybody makes their livelihood off the ecosystem of Louisiana, but that ecosystem's failing. We do need to do something. One other quick thing, too, that I see we didn't mention, but in Port Eads, we got them bugs again.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
well,
concerned about...
they've been there. You know, some reports that they're getting better, they're coming back. But they're making a concerted effort right now to tell all the duck hunters, anybody over there, do not transport them. If you go up in there and you hunting, like a lot of people run their boat up in there, you make sure when you get out, you cleaning that boat out. You don't bring it back to the landing. That's one way they can help control it.
We can talk about hydrilla, salvinia, hyacinths, all of that. The same kind of thing that happened, transferring by boats.
The bug is very serious, and they're getting some headway. They're getting a little bit better. Certain areas are growing, but down at the mouth of the river, Port Eads, you know, they're high on the water. Port Eads might not even be there no more.
Well, that's, the marsh is held together by the thing. Now, we got out, like Don used to say, his bad boys. We got some bad boys this time we're reporting on.
You talking about the agents cited Jeremy Kibble, 26 of Lafayette, and Daniel Norton, 31 of New Iberia, for taking an alligator without a license, taking an alligator during closed season, intentional concealment of wildlife. So,
man, they saw them coming, they went to hide, can I tell you? Now, another thing, this is something that Florida's been having to deal with for years and years. The manatees, okay? And I don't know how else to tell you, but go look up what a manatee looks like. You get in some of these shallow areas and all where they're prone to come in. Just kind of pay attention. Look, you see a gator waking, you know, gator swims, or a manatee who's on the surface is going to leave a wake. So just kind of pay attention.
Yeah, and one other thing about a manatee is, like you said, they're down there. They easily hit. They don't get out of the way as fast as a porpoise.
Oh, no, they don't got no quick.
Or a dolphin, they don't get a bottlenose dolphin to get out of the way. But you can see it. When you see them, you know it looks like a big cow.
Now, hats off to L.R. Creel, because, guys, they hit 98% on the snapper. Now, let me tell you something. All of the work that they went into, we finally getting some control back on our snapper fishery, but they nailed it. Let's just say it, 98%, that's pretty good. They nailed it.
And that assured us for another good year next year.
Thank you very much. You got one more thing to mention here. And you went down to an amazing duck calling. That's why you kind of got this on. It's about to that season.
Oh, yeah.
You want to mention a few of the
No, in fact, I missed it. I missed it thanks to Trevor Lampon, and we're going to be bringing you this in the next 3 weeks.
Trevor who? Van Pratt.
Van Pratt.
Yeah, Van Pratt.
Van Pratt.
All
right.
Hey, we got some names for that
We're
boy.
getting it right. But First place, I ought to make you do these names, and I'm going to get even.
'cause they're
Louisiana
all
State
Italian.
Senior Duck Calling. By the way, all the state champions in duck calling will go to Stuttgart later in the year and for the World Championships. We still have yet to have anybody but Fred Parnell win the senior, but we done had 2 of the intermediate. We go over there. One of the Haydale boys won 1 year, and a year that I'm gonna say his name here in a minute. I had it tightened right down, but the young boy that went from Welsh, he also placed in the intermediate a few years ago. Now he's in the senior division, but I'll think about it in a minute. But first place, congratulations, Vincent Marsiglia from Tickfaw, Louisiana. And first place in the intermediate was Miles Pine. This ain't his first rodeo either, I'm gonna tell you. So he's there from Folsom. The first place in the junior division was Landon Draper from Suffolk, Louisiana. He left before we can get an interview, but these other people, we're gonna bring interviews to you in a few weeks, so you'll know about it. And the Speckled Belly, the state senior spec winner is Garrett Cole from Iowa. And I'm gonna holler at Vincent Marsiglia. He came in second place in Tickfaw, Louisiana. We're gonna bring you all other places in a few weeks and you'll know about it. But another thing that's become real popular is Hayden Richard and them, and Kristen Morgan won the team calling. And Hayden won another thing in the local duck calling. So we got a bunch of them in there you should be knowing. And by the way, I just thought of the boy's name that won in Stuttgart a few years ago. His name Nathan Fleeman, big football player from West.
Well, I'm telling you, I was at Stuttgart one time for it, and they got a mean gumbo cook-off contest down there too. They didn't call it up to these Cajuns. They love that duck gumbo.
How'd you do?
Huh? Well, actually, it was
You
supposed to
was
be
judging?
amateur, so I disqualified myself. Them boys stuck me in there like I was going, oh no. Good. Hey, we're going to be right back. Got a whole bunch of stuff coming. Tournament news, a lot of good fishing reports. We'll be right back.
Pause moving and storage.
We just sold our house.
Congratulations.
We have 2 weeks to move.
We'll deliver a few containers.
Our new home's not ready.
No problem. You can store things with us while you're between homes.
We might need help.
We'll refer trusted packers.
We'll be staying at my brother's.
Well, that sounds...
He has kids of his own.
Well...
5 of them.
Ma'am?
Help.
Trust us for local and long-distance moving and store at our storage centers. Pods, moving and storage, solved.
Hi, I'm John Jackson, and you know we always say we gather our groceries out the bayou. Whether it's freshwater, saltwater, catfish, redfish, you have tons of choices when it comes to fish in Louisiana. But when I fry fish, there's only one choice, and that's Louisiana fish fry. My new favorite, the Cajun fish fry, has the perfect amount of cornmeal, corn flour, and the perfect mix of spices that really bring the heat. Hey, if you're craving Cajun, go look for the bright red bag at your local grocers. Bring home the taste of Louisiana with Louisiana Fish Fry.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call. The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
Hey, I heard you ended up back down there with Mike and the captain.
Captain Agloni, Stephen City. She does it all.
I just got to stick with A. I can't do all them names.
Well, she jumps up and down the boat. She takes care. She gets the minnows ready. She goes get the shrimp at the landing. She does it all. And she's a true outdoor lady, I'm going to tell you what. She is definitely a great fisherman. She usually always catches the first fish or the biggest, so she did good. But Mike has been telling her to come down there. He's been traveling. He studies that area. The Wrigley's, from all that areas, he'll run from there to Biloxi Marsh. He's catching fish. He's catching fish when the captains don't catch them sometime. And I always ask him, I said, Mike, he said, I don't know. He said, he gives the credit to Agloni, but he said, let's go the other evening. We was fishing off the pier and just happened. And he says, I'm gonna come back tonight, fish off the pier. It's getting right. You're gonna get live shrimp. we're going to go down there, and that's what we did.
Well, you know, I got a buddy got a camp right down.
No, I know. You want to have a little competition?
Yeah, I'm ready to have a little competition.
He got his lights already?
Yeah, he got his lights on, so it's going to be, I mean, we can holler at each other. How's that? See who's winning. Because you know us boys wouldn't lie to tell you we got bigger fish than you.
Well, if y'all let me jump from boat to boat, film both of y'all. And Gloney and Mike.
No, we're doing it from dock, so you can swim.
No, I ain't going to swim. No, but here's Mike and Gloney. It's a little short trip. It wasn't about 2 hours. Went out there, wound up 8 to 10 trout, keepers, and 2 redfish, and a tag redfish. I caught a tag redfish. It was a yellow tag. I thought I had me a boat, and I could go get my captain license.
Well, they'll at least give you a paddle, man. Y'all check it out.
Welcome to the Wrigley's.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Count me.
Sit inside.
Yeah, that's water.
This will come on.
Whoa.
Stop, Michael.
We're going to go out and fish Lake Barn, a few cuts. Hopefully the tide's falling out. Might get a few reds and trout this afternoon. If we don't do nothing there, we may go back and look for a few bass, a couple of poles.
To the top water. Boy, there's something biting in there. Look at the fish hit. Oh, go ahead.
Little rat red.
Yeah. First fish. There you go. I got him. Go ahead. Let him dance. Be close. Back up, Mike. Okay, there you go. I got him. Another one ain't gonna make it. All the fish are though, the old smoked rub.
The jack I've been running.
The big.
Who's a red?
Big red.
Big
Beautiful red.
Cuvion red.
Cuvion red.
Look at that color on that red. Oh,
ooh.
Go ahead. Don't keep me up. Let me shut up. Y'all talk. Talk to him, Michael.
Come on. Come on, Daddy. Oh!
There you go. Cap, Eddie.
Not bad for a little 4 o'clock afternoon run. Come out for an hour or two, catch 8 or 10 fish and go back in.
Yeah.
We don't want to hurt them, just catch a few.
I warned him.
Boy, ain't gonna hurt.
Wait, I'm coming.
Bring him this way. Bring him this way. There you go. I want to see him. There you go. Pass on, Michael.
It's a red. Get him the net, Michael.
Good there. That's a keeper.
All right. There you go.
There you are. Uh-oh. Look at this, Michael.
A tag.
A yellow tag.
Look the tag.
Oh, what's the yellow tag?
That's a CCA tag?
CCA got to be red.
Oh.
What you doing?
Watch your glasses.
That's okay, we're good.
2-hour trip, 10 fish, 1 spot, 8 trout, 2 reds. Going to take a shower, eat a little dinner.
1 tag.
1 tag red caught by Gary, not a red tag, a yellow tag. And we're going to come back tonight and fish under the lights.
So what are you going to do with the speckled cod? There's just no doubt about it that this is a place where food is created differently from anywhere else in the world because it just couldn't be done. We're a culture made up of so many different people, loving ingredients, loving cooking styles, and they're all right here. At the end of the day, that's all made.com.
Benny's Unlimited Wash Club memberships start at $14.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club at one of Benny's 7 locations.
Okay, Brett, safety and car insurance.
Never scored a safety. That's defense. But go on, please.
Yeah, defensive. That's exactly how you should drive.
There is no such thing as a defensive drive. Offense makes the drive.
Oh, I mean when you're on the road.
But it doesn't matter, home or away.
Okay, clearly I'm striking out here.
That's baseball.
Get great auto rates from Farm Bureau Insurance. Call your agent today.
Hey, welcome back. H&H Tournament Report. Labor Day weekend was, hey, look, it's here. All right? They got that old tournament you just mentioned. I think it used to be the Almonds.
All bigger in Morgan City, and they moved it up all around. But that's the Labor Day tournament out of Amelia, so just check the website or go to the Morgan City Tourist, and they ought to be able to tell you more about it. And then September 21st to the 23rd is a real big one. The Island Marina is hosting one this year. It's the Venetian Isles Tournament. It's the oldest one around. And before that, we're going to be back there with Wish to Fish with Danica Williams and the group.
And some of the proceeds from this one goes to Wish to Fish also.
That's right, always, right. Now, you get the Big Bass Outdoor. Tell me about it.
Well, that's the Big Bass Outdoor TV Bash. All right, September 21st through 23rd. $200 a boat. You can go down to Ed Bigner Jr., look him up on Facebook. It's out of Manchac. But September the 8th, the Reserve Canal, 100% payback, boundaries of Highway 51. Got the little tournament brochure and contact coming out.
Highway 51. That's where my daddy was born, on Highway 51 in Velma, Louisiana, between Amite and Independence.
Well, I didn't. No wonder there's so many of those Italians up that way.
I tell you what, let's do.
Y'all past prolific.
Let's don't take a break. Let's go straight to the fishing report right now.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Abu Garcia, Berkeley, y'all, look, a lot of those guys this past weekend, shrimp got hard to find. Guess what?
I know, you caught them on
that
flat.
Berkeley gulp was working, and guess what? Also this matrix shad. But, man, fishing was hot. But first off, guess what?
Well, I've got
Look at this little picture. This is how Gary looks when he's taking his nighttime, your nighty-night, when he's going fishing the next day. Check this out.
Oh, yeah, I wish it was like that. But you did a great job, too, KD, this weekend. You had 3 charters, and you came back with fish every day.
Well, let me tell you something. I'd like to tell you that it's just off of my ability. But the little marsh rat, Chad Biot, took me down there. Now, when we left the dock, I said, you don't have to show me where the fish at. Show me how the water moves. He said, you know, that's what I did with Mr. Gerald last year. And he said, we went out there, and he said we did the highways. And that's what we did on both sides of Bayou Lafourche, is the water movement. I'm telling you what, we had a blast. But the first night, got a little video of, we took all the pastors from our church in Santa, well, not all, but 8 of them. We took them out there, Jared Santini, little old Grand Isle guy. So we go out there, we go out of Sand Dollar, go right in front of the island, get set up with some cracked crabs, and buddy, the minute that tide turned around, you could have rolled down the windows.
It was Sand Dollar, Britside.
Sand Dollar we went out of.
Oh,
That's his end of the island.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and he got out there. We caught about 15 bulls. I don't know, 20, I don't know, I didn't weigh them, but they were well over 20 pounds. Unbelievable. Probably, I think we landed over 12 or 13 of them.
You getting tired, buddy?
No, I'm just like, bro, just get in the boat. This will be easier for both of us. You're gonna die eventually. All right, where are you right now?
Yeah, he's making his death run now.
Here we go. Yeah, no.
Come back.
Yep. All right, Marty, bring him back to you. I'll try to get his head up above water.
Nice time. Use the rod. Keep it moving. Don't stop.
There you go.
Right, don't grab him by the handle. Grab him by the net.
Straight up.
Straight up. There you go.
There you go.
Good job.
Another 50-pounder.
Got up the next morning.
You didn't get much sleep again.
No, we got to bed. We had steaks when we got in at 11 p.m. Got to bed at 1, got up at 3:45. I had omelets ready for them. Hey, when I do a charter, we eat good, we fish good, we play hard, we don't sleep much.
I bet you had them pastors prayer, though, you go in.
Oh, when we finished up, we prayed over the lodge in Leeville. We had that. Look, Larry says, man, I don't ever want to charge them guys. All they got to do is pray over this thing. But we turned it right back around, had all from your boy Brent Ballard and them and Mike Anderson Jr. This was one from the Veterans Foundation where we had Adam and Lauren Landry and Matt Menard come out there. And they came down, we did a little cruise, check out the little sunset picture. Took them out to take just, you know, awesome sunset. Took off the next day, 51 trout. We hooked in 4 bulls, landed one of them. When I tell you we had a blast, we had a blast. You can check out from these few pictures. But
my report is everything. Saltwater right now, if you're going to go there, you need to stop by and talk to Miss Angie over there at Island Marina. She's putting it. The captain's always giving reports. You can call her before you go. You can talk to her or David, anybody down there to tell you if they got shrimp. Same thing with Buggy and them right now. They got all their captains are waiting. A lot of them are booked right now. Summer's getting finished.
He's getting
comfortable
too.
Season, huh?
He's getting comfortable.
A little bit, a lot better. When I was there, it was a lot better with the humidity for as part of it. You couldn't even stay outside on the porch. And people like me, I like to go smoke my cigar. You can forget it wasn't worth it. I was going to stay in that air. But look, KD, you know, saltwater, like I said, Mike Devon sent in and saying they're getting ready to turn on over there. All over, I'm hearing reports.
Well, Craig DeGrees and them sent you some pictures.
Right. It is. Craig and them were sending the pictures from Lafitte. Tofield and them are catching those bull reds. People are starting to look for these Jack Gravel right now under the bridge. My buddies and them are going to be hunting them this week. Find them Jack Gravels, catch them on top water. You know, I'm talking about fun. You know, people like me and you, we want top water fish. We want them bass and them big specks hit on top. Oh, but yeah. I don't know. But let me give you some reports. Everybody said last week we didn't have that good a freshwater report. You know why we ain't giving a saltwater report, Sacalay? You went check out the spillway.
It's tough.
It was tough right now. I got some other people catching a few fish. The best bass report will be coming from Amelia Marsh and Bob Black in the marsh. We're getting a few reports coming in there. Our good friend, Mr. John Bernard, Gary Malonson, they fished out of Franklin. Dead End Canal, down where they feed the swamp. They've been out there south, and they're catching a few brim, chinkapin, catfish, bass, and Sacalay. Whether it's going to be good when he's going for north of Amelia, where he's been going to take us, he also says we're going to be taking us. Now, you sent me a picture. I don't know nothing about this bass, but 11-2 bass caught in the Bayou Bend, you weighed in at Eddie Pinto's Marina.
Right when you come over the canal, Eddie's got that new launch right there. It's not new, it's been there a few years. But 11.2-pound bass caught right there in the Bayou Bend.
You know, Carnarvon, when they first opened, you know, Thomason and them, Captain Thomason, all them people were catching 8-9-pound bass.
Well, they had a big 10. There's a little young guy last year caught one over 10. But look, how about this picture? You know, look, I've seen this happen 3 times. I did it once at Grand Bayou. My son bought this cute little Stratus boat. Didn't know that they had them silicone pads on it, so I unhook it. And, you know, that's got a pretty good little launch, so I go to back up, and I hit my brakes, and the boat goes, what? Well, look at this one. That beautiful nitro.
That sounds like a Black Cloud move.
I'm telling you, look, for sale, a few scratches on bottom. But you know that boy ended up fishing that tournament that day?
Well, yeah. Well, good. Mr. Ricky Smith. You remember Rick Smith? He donated all those P-Rows and stuff for Swole Fest and does all that aluminum work. He's an architect. He's a designer. He did a great job.
He also hung into a freight train.
He went to the East Coast and fishing in a small boat, okay? And a 24-foot boat. They were out there fishing in the Atlantic Ocean. Look at this, 600-pound bluefin tuna. And, you know, I'm not as sharp as you. And Chris gave me one. Chris said, before you start, you better make sure. Check it out. You got to have a permit. Right now in the Gulf of Mexico, the waters are closed. So, but this is all legal. Congratulations, Ricky. We're going to come do a story on you pretty soon. He's in her feet, and we're going to go do a story on some of your great boat work. So we'll be there pretty soon. Miss McGee with a 4-pound trout, her best ever on Matrix Green Hornet.
Oh, yeah. Miss Maggie, she knocked it out, but she was fishing with your buddy, Captain Craig. And, hey, anytime you catch a 4-pound trout, that's really great. All right? Also, he went fishing with his son.
Yeah, Dante, his son is first. I mean, his last fishing trip before he went to school back at UL raising Cajun. Now, and like I told you before, we're getting some more pictures coming in from Isla Morena and saltwater. But freshwater right now, the report is the Sac-A-Lait and Lake Verret. This is all coming from David Pizzolata. Him and Leonard, Klein Peter, Rusty Capo, these people, they always fish these tournaments, and they stay up on these Sac-A-Lait. They are just trying to find them. David finally found them. He said he found them in Old River. Lake Verret was still catching some, but they're not running, they're not many, but the ones they catch are big. The ones in the spillway are not no numbers, and it's not many numbers, but they're not very big right now.
6 to 8 ounces about your average in the
they're
spillway.
not catching any big ones like they were catching before. Old River, hot spot right now. Old River in Morganza, not far from where Chris Lecoq come from. They fishing from anywhere from 8 to 9 foot of water. They're fishing around docks and piers, but they're also going to find them drop-offs, and they fishing this jig here, but it's the Blue Ice Bobby Garland. This is one Mr. David is fishing right here, but he has the paddle tail. This is the straight tail, but they were out over here. Paddle tail, you see it stays empty. You can find them over here, spear, bait, and tackle. Blue Ice is the color. And another one of these baits, Jake Donagrecia and them telling me, see that shad color? These colors right here you're going to see on that picture. They get that white and a light blue haze. Unbelievable.
Well, jumping back to some saltwater, Larry Dwaron Jr., proud daddy, sent me this picture. Check out this. I mean, this is just a hog, all right? This is a monster reef donkey, 91-pound amberjack his son Joseph caught. What, I mean, man, this is an amazing fish.
You know, I sent it back. Steve Fontana sent me that too, Saturday. And then you sent it to me Sunday, but he sent it to me Saturday and said, this is what Larry, he must have been down to the land and fishing. And Larry gave it to him, sent me. But let me tell you what, I sent him word back. Little Joseph's supposed to be taking me bass fishing over there.
Hey, look.
For all the time. I'm waiting to go on that bass fishing trip, Joseph.
He's kind of like Santa Claus. He keeps a list on who's supposed to be taking him fishing.
All
right, here we go. Chris and Sheila drove down, fished with your old buddy Jody, and they had a really good fishing trip because the wind laid flat, and 4 horseman caught, live shrimp, got their limits. Come on now, don't get no better than that, plus a half dozen redfish.
You know, I didn't see it the other day, but we said we'd run it. But David O'Lynn and some of his buddies, you know, fishing, Ray Bourgeois and Marty Petrie, they were fishing. They made a couple trips. They going out of Buras. Where exactly, Empire, wherever exactly they fishing, I don't know, but they are burning the trout on plastics and live shrimp.
Well, I know this is a fishing report, but I got to tease this a little bit. I got the picture. We're not going to share it yet. Gary, we're getting ready to go watch one of our honored veterans kill a deer that is between 325 and 350, all right? And we'll get into a little bit more details. I'm just telling you right now, this is going to be a hunt of a lifetime. This is a national deal where one person is going to be chosen out of hundreds and hundreds of veterans. So Brent Ballard and them are putting together, I think, something absolutely amazing. He felt so impressed by all you've done and shared with him that he is featuring everything about Paradise, Louisiana and you from the beginning of this hunt. So this is going to be amazing. Guys, we're going to be right back. We got a little bit more to close out.
One more. Keith and
true.
Jeff Robillard. You from up in Point Capias, Robillard, but Robillard made a trip to Cocoree this weekend, found a few trout and redfish, fished below Timberley Island using croakers and shrimp. Look at it. Wind laid down Saturday and was a good day.
You know what? It's always a good day of fishing. The thing I don't like is them deer flies. Good Lord. We're going to be right back.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
The Slammer 3 uses a fully machined brass gear system.
And what that gives you is extreme durability and extreme cranking power.
DuraDrag material is the smoothest, most durable drag material we've ever used.
Yeah, that's him.
With seals on the drag system, around the main shaft and pinion gear, and the body, the Slammer 3 is sealed to our highest standard yet.
In Louisiana, our state parks are the perfect family destination. With nearly 180 miles of trails through park grounds and historic sites, you can endlessly explore nature, try some kayaking or world-class fishing, then find the perfect campsite or settle into a cozy cabin. Louisiana is calling, and she's using her outside voice. Plan your escape today at www.lastateparks.com.
All right, Gary, well, look at here. Santa came a little bit early. Your old buddy came by.
Mark, all right, there you go, with the mitt, there you go. So you got one for the ladies, too? Look, we're gonna say this for Lindsay, because we about to get her back pretty soon.
Poor baby, she's just been working so hard.
All right, Katie,
there we
come
go.
on, make a quick close.
Quick close, we love y'all. We glad you been here, glad you coming back.
That's it. See y'all next week.
Hey, we love you.
Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy, Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance, DEMCO, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Veterans Help Foundation, Relief Windows, Experience, Quality, Service, Catering Cajun, creative catering from casual to corporate, and by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.